Welcome to the podcast series, Small Business Survival Conversations. Through our weekly conversations, we hope to provide you with strategies and insights, knowledge and expertise to enlighten you as you work to build and grow your business.
Good morning, business warriors. Welcome back to another Monday morning motivation. I'm your host, Anna Steinfest, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Can I be honest with you? Monday mornings have a reputation for being tough, but I think they're actually full of possibility. It's a fresh start, a blank canvas, a chance to set the tone for everything that's coming this week. So wherever you are now, maybe you're making that first cup of coffee or sitting in your car in the parking lot gathering your thoughts, or maybe you're at your desk staring down your to-do list. I want you to take a deep breath with me, because today we're going to talk about something that might be holding you back more than you realize: the fear of commitment. And we're going to use one of the Aesop's oldest fable to shine a light on it. So let me start with the story about the bat, the birds, and the beasts. A long time ago, there was a great battle brewing between the birds and the beasts. Tensions were high. Everyone was choosing sides. And right in the middle of all this chaos was the bat. Now, the bat had a problem. He didn't know where he belonged or which side he should take. So the birds flew past and said, "Hey, come fight with us." The bat looked at them and said, "Oh, no, 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 I can't. I am a beast, you see." But then when the beasts came rumbling by and called out, "Come join us," the bat quickly changed his tone and said, "Actually, I am a bird. I've got wings, don't I?" He kept going back and forth, because he wanted to stay safe. He wanted to see which side would win before he committed to anything. Smart, right? Play it safe. Keep your options open. Don't burn your bridges, he's thinking. But then something unexpected happened. Peace was declared. The battle never happened, in fact. Everyone laid down their weapons and decided to get along. You'd think the bat would be relieved, right? That he dodged the whole conflict. But here's what actually went down. When the bat tried to celebrate with the birds, they turned him away. "You're not one of us. You said so yourself," they said. When he tried to join the beasts, they nearly tore him apart. "You betrayed us. You chose them." And that's when the bat learned a hard truth. He that is neither one thing nor the other has no friends. He thought he was being clever by staying neutral. But what he really did was lose the trust of everyone around him. Now, you might be thinking, "Anna, that's a great story, but what does a confused bat have to do with running my business?" I'm here to tell you everything, absolutely everything. Because here's the thing: every single day, you and I face the same choices that the bat faced. Do we stand for something clear and specific, or do we try to please everyone? Do we commit to a niche, a mission, a brand identity, or do we keep changing our message based on what's trending, what feels safe, or what we think people want to hear. Look, I get it. The bat wanted security. He didn't want to pick the wrong side. And you don't want to make a mistake that costs you customers, revenue, or reputation. But here's what happens when you avoid commitment. You lose credibility and authenticity. And in business, credibility is everything. Your customers don't trust a brand that changes its message every single month. Your team doesn't follow a leader who shifts direction every week. In your community behind doesn't rally behind a business that doesn't know what it stands for. If you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to anyone. You become background noise that nobody cares about. And I know you didn't start your business to be forgettable. Let me ask you something. And I want you to be really honest with yourself here. How many times have you hesitated to make a clear choice because you are afraid of alienating someone? Maybe you haven't defined your target market clearly because you don't want to leave anyone out. You're thinking, well, everyone could use my product, right? Maybe you've been avoiding raising your prices because you are worried about upsetting your loyal customers, even though you know you are undercharging for the value you're providing. Maybe you've softened your message, watering down your voice. You're trying to fit in rather than stand out because standing out feels risky. Trust me, I've been there. I've watched so many business owners do this dance, and honestly, I've done it myself. But here's the truth that nobody wants to say it out loud. Playing it safe is one of the riskiest things you can do because you can't build a strong brand without clarity. You can't build a loyal customer base without consistency. You can't build a passionate team without conviction. People respect clarity even when they disagree with you. They follow confidence, not caution. When you stand firm on your values, your purpose, your positioning, the right people will find you. And the wrong ones, they'll filter themselves out. And that's not a bad thing. That's exactly how you build a business that lasts. I know what you might be feeling right now because commitment feels scary. It really does. Once you pick a lane, a niche, a voice, a mission, it feels like you're closing the door on other possibilities. What if you pick the wrong one? What if you miss out? But that's actually where your power lives. When you commit, you get focus, you get direction, you get momentum. The most successful small businesses aren't the ones that try to appeal to everyone. They're the ones that speak directly to someone. They know their people. They know their values. They know where they belong. And when you know who you are, everything else becomes easier. Your marketing becomes clearer because you know exactly who you're talking to. Your directions become faster rather, your direction becomes faster because you have a filter to run them through. Your growth becomes more sustainable because you're attracting the right people, not just anyone. You stop spinning your wheels and start moving forward with purpose. All right, here's your challenge for this week. And I want you to really do this, not just nod along and forget about this by Tuesday. Take 10 quiet minutes today. Turn off your phone, close your laptop, and ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, what do I truly stand for? Not what sounds good on paper. What do I actually believe in? Number 2, who am I really trying to serve? Not everyone. Who is my someone? Identify it. 3, where am I still hesitating to commit? Where am I playing it safe because I'm afraid to choose? And then pick one decision, just one, that you've been putting off because you've been waiting to see which side wins. Maybe it's finally choosing your ideal customer and letting go of the ones who drain your energy. Maybe it's deciding what kind of leader you want to be and showing up that way consistently. Maybe it's saying no to an opportunity that doesn't align with your vision, even though it's tempting. Whatever it is, I want you to decide today and then commit to it. Here's what I want you to remember as you head into this week. The bad thoughts sitting on the fence would keep him safe, but all it did was leave him alone. When you pick your side, when you define who you are and stand tall in it, you stop being just another business trying to survive. You become a leader with purpose, direction, and real momentum. So this week, don't be the bat who waits to see which way the wind blows. Be the one who knows who they are and flies with confidence. I'm Anna Steinfest, and this has been your Monday Morning Motivation on Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Now go out there, choose your side, lead with courage, because the world doesn't need more people playing it safe. It needs decisive leaders like you. I want you to have an incredible week, my friends.
You've been listening to the Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode. In the meantime, hook up with us on our Facebook group at Small Business Survival Tools and Tips. Till next time, thank you for listening.